Welcome everyone, my name is Maria Lajos. I'm the International Coordinator of the Faculty of Business and Economics at the University of Pécs. I'm planning to talk a little bit about our admission procedure to make it easier for you to apply for our programs. We have two bachelor programs, namely the Business Administration and Management and the Tourism and Catering programs. You can apply to these programs via our online application service. It's called Dream Apply, and basically you can find a lot of information about these two programs on our websites, on the faculty's website, which is the ktk.pt.hu, and the university's international website, which is the international.pt.hu. The application deadline for these two programs is the 30th of June. These programs operate with a September intake, so you still have quite a lot of time to make your application. The Dream Apply is it's a very user-friendly surface. It's very easy to get around in it. It takes you through the whole application process. It explains what you have to do, and it makes it just easier for you to apply for the programs. Once you register to this program and you decide which program would you like to choose, then it comes to a bit complicated part, which is uploading the necessary documents, which are the followings. First of all, it's a valid passport. I think it's an obvious document. It has to be valid until the end of your studies, or in case if it's not valid right now, you need to upload any kind of identification document, but it's important to know that we cannot issue a final admission letter until the whole documentation is complete. The next document is the high school leaving certificate, which has to be translated officially to English. And in case you are just finishing your studies right now, or you just finished and you do not have it at the moment, so you cannot upload it, you have the time to submit the missing documents, any missing document, until the 1st of August. A very, very important document is the transcript of records of your completed studies in the high school, the whole 4 years, because we look at your GPA, we look at the average of your results, because we give points to the GPA. You can see our point system. There is a point system for every study level, including the bachelor as well. On our website, you can check it. You can see how many points you can receive to a certain GPA. It also has to be officially translated to English. It's a very important part of the document. One other very crucial document is the certificate of the English language knowledge. It has to be from an internationally recognized language center. These are also listed on our website, but for example, the IELTS or TOEFL, it has to be at least a B2 level language exam certificate, but you can see also on the website what are the lowest points, for example, in case of the IELTS exam that we accept. In case you do not have any kind of language certificate, we can also accept if you have studied your whole high school studies in an international high school, or the language of instruction was English during your whole studies, and you can prove it with an official certificate issued by the school, then we can accept that as well, instead of the language certificate. An important document is the medical certificate, which is available in the Dream Apply system, so you will see what kind of tests we require for you to take. It's downloadable, so you will be able to download it from there and take it to your doctor and just show them what kind of tests you need to take or what kind of vaccines you need to have. You need to prove that you have received those vaccines previously. We also require this document and also the serological test or the laboratory tests from the hospital or any kind of medical center where you have taken the tests. Please attach these as well. The next document is the CV. I don't think I really have to explain that. It's obvious. You just have to upload your CV. The motivation letter is also a very important document. It has to be around 3,000 or 3,500 characters. You will have to type it in the Dream Apply system because it counts the characters, so you can follow how long it has to be. It is important because you can receive high points for that. You can also see the points regarding the motivation letter on the website. We go through the motivation letter very carefully. We like to see your, how you express yourself, what is your motivation, what is your background. So you can see in the point system how many points you can receive for certain parts of the motivation letter. Please check it. And it's also very important that we run through all the motivation letters in a kind of similarity check software to see if it was copied from somewhere or from someone. So we suggest you not to do it because you can receive 0 points for that, which would be a problem, as if you receive, and this is the next part of the application process, if you receive 0 points in case of a bachelor application for your GPA, for your mathematics performance during the high school studies, or for the motivation letter, then your application unfortunately is automatically rejected. You cannot be invited for an online interview. So yes, this is a very important part. So once you have uploaded all the required documents, or what you have, as I mentioned, you can upload the missing documents later, and you submit the application, the system automatically issues you an invoice about the €100 application fee. From now, I think it was a few months ago that we introduced the simple pay system in DreamApply, which means that you can directly pay with your card. You don't have to transfer. Obviously, you have the chance to transfer the money. The invoice includes all the details of the bank account, but it's way faster and it's easier for us as well to track down the online payment by a credit card, for example. So once we see that this application fee has arrived, your status will change in the DreamApply system. You will be put in different statuses throughout the whole application. And once we see that this application fee has arrived, we start the evaluation process of the uploaded documents that I just mentioned, the GPA, the mathematics performance, the motivation letter. We give points for that. And if none of them is 0, and let's hope for that none of them is 0, we invite you for an online interview, which would be conducted most likely via Skype or Microsoft Teams. We will see how it's going to work. Or in case somehow you are in Hungary, it could be a personal interview as well. The interview takes about 10-15 minutes at the most, and we are curious about your motivation. Why would you like to study in Hungary in Pécs? How did you find us? What are your plans after finishing your bachelor studies? For example, would you like to continue in master studies? Would you like to go home? You would like to have an own company? These kind of things. And we also check your English language knowledge. It's an important part, obviously, as you will be studying your whole course in English. Once the interview is done, we will inform you about the result in about a week. The committee makes its decision. We have to discuss that with the vice dean and the dean, and it's about a week process, and you will be notified in the online system. In case the interview was successful, so you can be admitted, there are two statuses you can be in the next step. One of them is the acceptable. It means that the interview was successful. There is no missing document. You have uploaded everything. That's the best case. In case there is any kind of missing document after the successful interview, you will be conditionally acceptable. You will be in conditionally acceptable status. And I will ask you to submit this missing document until a certain deadline, which is the 1st of August. Once you have done that, you will be put in the acceptable status, and the system will issue you the invoice about the tuition fee payment. Also, again, you can pay the tuition fee as a bank transfer, or you can just pay with credit card in the simple pay system, whichever fits you. Just a simple pay is faster. And once we receive this tuition fee payment, that's when we can issue you the final admission letter, which includes the name of the program, the start of the studies, confirming the necessary English language knowledge. If you request it, then it includes the address of the dormitory as well. So that's the document that you need for the visa application. So when everything is done and you receive this final admission letter, that's when you can apply for visa. And I would suggest you with the visa application, as it takes long, unfortunately, and the study starts in September, I suggest you to pre-book appointment for the embassy or the consulate, whatever you have in your country, and ask them what kind of documents you need. Just try to get information ahead from them regarding this whole process, because it can take like weeks or even like more than a month, so it's a long process. And also I would suggest you to visit the Hungarian embassy's website or the consulate's website in your country. They have the most up-to-date information, which we wouldn't have. So I would suggest you to check that. And if you have any questions, then you can email us.